Hello everyone. In our last lecture, we discussed about the accessory sex gland, that is the seminal vesicles, prostate gland, and Cowper's gland. And we discussed the transverse section of testis. In today's lecture, we are going to study the human female reproductive system. In that, only we are going to discuss the external genitalia and the parts associated with these external genitalia in female reproductive system. So let us move towards our major point. The human female reproductive system, it consists of, or it is divided into external and internal organs. That means external genitalia and internal genitalia. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss only with the external genitalia and the parts associated with this external genitalia in detail. So long answer question may be asked on this external genitalia. Describe the structure of external genitalia in female reproductive system, or short answer type of question on various parts associated with this female reproductive system, specifically external genitalia. It may be asked for short answer question. So let us start with the external genitalia of the female reproductive system. The external genitalia, it is also called as the vulva or pendulum. It is also called as the vulva or pendulum. Here the diagram which is given, it shows all the various parts associated with this external genitalia that we are going to study one by one in a detail. So let us come to know what are the parts in external genitalia in female reproductive system. First part, it is labia majora. Second part, labia minora. Next part, mons pubis. Next, clitoris. Next, vestibule. Next, hymen, vestibular gland, and the last feature associated with the external genitalia in female reproductive system, it is about the breast. So let us move towards our next slide, which shows the details of all these parts. Number one, that is labia majora. In this diagram, here it is labia majora. The structure which I am going to show, it is labia majora. So what is the structure of this labia majora? At this side and again at this side, there is presence of labia majora. So it is the two large folds are there. This one is there and this one is there. So labia majora, it is having two large folds and it forms the boundary of external genitalia, that is vulva, or we call it as a pendulum. This labia majora, it resembles with the scrotum in a male. We know that in male reproductive system, scrotum is there. Inside the scrotum, testis is present. So the pouch of pigmented skin, that is a scrotum in male. The labia majora, it is homologous to the scrotum in male. This labia majora is composed of skin, fibrous tissue, and fats. It is composed of skin, fibrous tissue, and fats. This labia majora, it is prominent and longitudinal fold on right and left side of vestibule. Vestibule that we are going to study in a detail in our next part. So labia majora, it is the major or the broad part in the external genitalia, and it is lip-like structure. Let us move towards our next part, that is labia minora. Labia minora, it is present here, labia minora. This labia minora, it is present just medially to the labia majora. मायनोरा लॅबिया मॅजोराच्या बरोबर खाली इथे प्रेझेंट आहे. त्याचे देखील दोन फोल्ड आहेत, म्हणजे या बाजूला देखील आपण पाहू शकतो आणि इथे देखील पाहू शकतो. इट इज ऑल्सो दी लॅबिया मायनोरा. दी लॅबिया मायनोरा इट इज स्मॉलर, thinner, lip-like folds present just medially to the labia majora. बरोबर लॅबिया मॅजोराच्या खाली स्मॉल thin lip-like folds जे आहेत ते present आहेत. At the posterior side of labia minora, it togetherly fused and form the fourchette. Posterior side खालच्या बाजूला इथे काय होतो, लॅबिया मायनोरा फ्यूज होतो आणि लॅबिया मायनोरा फ्यूज झाल्यानंतर इथे एक स्ट्रक्चर फॉर्म करतो, त्याला बोललं जातं फोर्चेट. Then let us move towards the next part, that is the mons pubis. Here the structure which I am showing, it is the mons pubis. The mons pubis, it is the type of fleshy elevation present above the labia majora. Labia majora च्या वरती असणारा हा एक elevation आहे, त्याला आपण mons pubis बोलतो. What is the characteristic of this mons pubis? Pubis, it represents the pubic hairs. So this mons pubis and the outer part of labia majora, they show the presence of pubic hairs. लॅबिया मॅजोराच्या आउटर पार्ट वरती आणि मॉन्स प्यूबिस वरती काय आहेत, pubic hairs present आहेत. Then let us move towards our next part, that is clitoris. Here it is clitoris. The clitoris, it is small erectile organ. Here I am showing that part. Clitoris, it is small erectile organ as it is made up of erectile tissues, and the location of this clitoris is, it is present at the anterior side. Anterior म्हणजे वरच्या बाजूला, anterior to the labia minora. labia minora च्या वर इथे हा erectile organ present आहे, त्याला आपण बोलतो clitoris. And this clitoris, as it is made up of erectile tissues, it is homologous to the penis in male. Penis, it is the copulatory organ in the male reproductive system, and it is again the erectile organ as it is made up of erectile tissues. So corpora cavernosa that we are discussed in our previous lecture, that corpora cavernosa, it makes erect to the penis and it is made up of erectile tissues. So that clitoris, it is homologous to the penis in male. Let us move towards the next part, that is vestibule. Here it is vestibule. The vestibule, it is the median depression of vulva. सगळ्यात आतमध्ये सेंटरला प्रेझेंट आहे, median vertical depression of vulva, which encloses two major parts, that is here there is one opening and here there is one opening. What are these openings that we are going to study detail in a later part? That is, this opening, it is called as the urethral orifice or urethral opening, and this opening, it is called as the vaginal opening. So that urethral and vaginal openings, they are present inside this vestibule. So let us move towards our next part, that is hymen. Here it is hymen. हायमेन इट इज द लेअर ऑफ म्युकस मेम्ब्रेन. इथे पाहू शकतो आपण. इट इज द लेअर ऑफ म्युकस मेम्ब्रेन which covers this vaginal aperture or vaginal opening. It is the thin layer of mucous membrane and it covers the opening of vagina. आता इथे थोडंसं आपल्याला महत्वाचं आहे ते समजून घेतलं पाहिजे. ज्यावेळेस ह्यूमन बर्थ होण्या अगोदर ज्यावेळेस त्याची मदर युटेरस मध्ये डेव्हलपमेंट सुरू असते, मग तो मेल आहे की फिमेल आहे तो नंतर डिसाइड केला जातो. पण त्याच्या अगोदर त्या ठिकाणी मदर्स युटेरस मध्ये त्या बेबीची डेव्हलपमेंट जी आहे ॲज अ ह्युमन होत असते. म्हणजे आपण जर पाहिलं तर आपल्याला ध्यानात येईल की जो लॅबिया मॅजोरा आहे तो आपण स्क्रॉटमशी मेल मधील होमोलॉगस ऑर्गन आहे असं म्हणतो. क्लायटोरिस जो आहे तो पेनिसशी आहे होमोलॉगस ऑर्गन. आणि नंतर आपण थोड्या वेळात पाहणार आहोत वेस्टिब्युलर ग्लँड. ह्या देखील बार्थोलिन ग्लँड किंवा काउपर्स ग्लँड बरोबर मेलमध्ये जे आपल्याला ऍक्सेसरी सेक्स ग्लँड आहेत काउपर्स ग्लँड याच्याशी रिझेंबल करतात. म्हणजे हे काय आहे, मेल किंवा फिमेल जो आहे तो नंतर त्या ठिकाणी सेक्स जो आहे तो डिटरमाइन केला जातो. म्हणजे डेव्हलपमेंट होत असताना त्या बेबीची जी आहे ती ॲज अ ह्युमन होत असते आणि नंतर त्याच्या बॉडीमध्ये नेचर डिसाइड करतो की त्याला मेल जर झालं तर त्याच्यामध्ये मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव्ह पार्ट डेव्हलप होतील आणि फिमेल जर झालं तर त्याच्यामध्ये ते फिमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव्ह पार्ट डेव्हलप होतील. आणखी एक महत्वाचं म्हणजे आपल्याला माहिती आहे की आपल्याला जो युरेथ्रा आहे, युरेथ्रा इन मेल इट हॅव्हिंग दी कॉमन पाथवे फॉर युरिन अँड सीमेन. पण फिमेल मध्ये असं दिसत नाही आपल्याला. फिमेल मध्ये युरिन साठी वेगळा पॅसेज आहे, युरेथ्रल पॅसेज. आणखी त्या ठिकाणी सेक्शुअल इंटरकोर्स साठी त्या ठिकाणी वेगळा पॅसेज आहे. म्हणजे दोन वेगवेगळ्या ओपनिंग ज्या आहेत त्या एक्सटर्नल जेनाटेलिया मध्ये आपल्याला दिसून येतात. लेट अस मूव टुवर्ड्स द नेक्स्ट पार्ट दॅट इज द वेस्टिब्युलर ग्लँड. इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज द बार्थोलिन ग्लँड. These vestibular gland or the Bartholin gland they found in pairs. They found in pairs. आता हे कुठे प्रेझेंट असतात स्पेसिफिकली, तर यामध्ये आपल्याला हा पार्ट इथे दिसतो पहा. These vestibular glands or Bartholin glands they are located on each side of this vaginal opening. Vaginal opening च्या शेजारी प्रेझेंट असतात. And these vestibular gland or Bartholin gland they are homologous to the Cowper's gland in male. Now, what is the importance of this vestibular or Bartholin gland? It secretes the lubricating fluid which helps at the time of sexual intercourse. So it is about the vestibular gland and Bartholin gland which is homologous to the Cowper's gland in male. Now let us move towards the last part in the external genitalia of a female reproductive system, breasts. So what are the characteristics of breast? We know that the breasts are the modified sweat glands. In our last class in 11th standard, in class Mammalia, the major characteristic of mammals is presence of mammary glands, and we know that mammary glands are the modified sweat glands. So what is the location of breast? Location, they are located in the pectoral region on ventral thoracic wall from second to sixth rib. So it is present in the or located in the pectoral region in the thorax. The development of a breast, that is the mammary gland, it occurs at puberty. Puberty, age at which the reproductive organs attains maturity. At that time the development of mammary gland starts. How? हा महत्वाचा प्रश्न आहे. Because at that time in the body of female there are various changes takes place in relation with the hormones. So the effect of hormones like the estrogen and progesterone, it leads to the development of mammary glands or the breast. हे दोन्ही महत्वाचे हार्मोन आहेत. एक आहे एस्ट्रोजन आणि दुसरा आहे प्रोजेस्टेरॉन. Under the influence of these hormones, the development of mammary glands takes place. When the development of a mammary gland takes place at the time of pregnancy, during pregnancy, the other hormones like the LTH, lactotropic hormone, or it is also called as the prolactin, it helps in the development of lactiferous tubules. It helps in the development of lactiferous tubules, where the development of milk for the young ones is takes place. जो बाळ जन्माला येईल आफ्टर द प्रेग्नन्सी डिलिव्हरी, मिल्क प्रोडक्शन मध्ये या ठिकाणी हार्मोनचा रोल जो आहे तो महत्वाचा आहे. Then let us move towards the structure of breast. Here the section of a mammary gland is given. These are the ribs, thoracic ribs, other organs, intercostal muscles, and various parts are there where the formation of milk and transport of milk takes place, that we are going to study in this structure of breast. The breast contains the fatty connective tissue and lactiferous duct. It is to carry the milk. Duct कशासाठी? तर मिल्क कॅरी करण्यासाठी, मिल्क ट्रान्सपोर्ट करण्यासाठी. लॅक्टिफेरस डक्ट. Each glandular tissue of breast is divided into 15 to 20 mammary lobes. Bilobed breast which is present, that single lobe, it consists of 15 to 20 mammary lobes. एका ब्रेस्ट मध्ये बायोलोब्ड स्ट्रक्चर मधील एक ब्रेस्ट जो आहे, each breast it consists of 15 to 20 mammary lobes. आता ह्या लोबचा इम्पॉर्टन्स काय आहे? That lobes it is having the alveolar gland and lactiferous duct. त्याच्यामध्ये काय असतात? अल्व्हिओलार ग्लँड आणि लॅक्टिफेरस डक्ट असतात. What is the importance of alveolar gland? That alveolar gland it secretes the milk. त्या काय करतात? मिल्क सिक्रेट करतात. आणि मिल्क जे सिक्रेट अल्व्हिओलार ग्लँड पासून होईल ते अल्व्हिओलाय ल्युमेन मध्ये काय केलं जातं? स्टोअर केलं जातं. इथे साठवलं जातं ल्युमेन मध्ये. ल्युमेन म्हणजे काय आहे? एक कॅव्हिटी आहे. अल्व्हिओलाय ल्युमेन मध्ये मिल्क जे आहे ते स्टोअर केलं जातं आणि त्यानंतर ह्या कॅव्हिटीज मधून अल्व्हिओलाय ल्युमेन मधून ते पुढे पास केलं जातं. कुठे पास केलं जातं पहा? That alveoli lumen it further opens into the mammary tubules. कशामध्ये ओपन होतात? Alveoli lumen it opens into mammary tubules. Then each tubule it joins to form mammary duct. When tubule join, then it forms the mammary duct, and that mammary duct when joins to form the wider passage, it is called as the mammary ampulla. Mammary duct join होऊन mammary ampulla तयार करतात आणि हा जो mammary ampulla आहे, it is connected with this lactiferous duct. mammary ampulla कुठे कनेक्ट होतो? या लॅक्टिफेरस डक्ट मध्ये त्या ठिकाणी कनेक्ट होतो. Here there are conversions. It is the wider portion. हा पाहू शकतो आपण. Wider portion where the milk is stored, then it transfers through the mammary duct joint to form the ampulla, and ampulla connect with the lactiferous duct. आता या ठिकाणी लॅक्टिफेरस डक्ट बरोबर ज्यावेळेस एम्प्युला कनेक्ट होतो, then that lactiferous duct it converges towards the nipples, that is located at the tip of breast, which is surrounded by dark brown colored circular area. It is called as the areola. It is called as the areola, and from this areola the milk is available for the young baby. It is all about the structure of breast and external genitalia. Let us move towards the last part in our today's lecture, that is the importance of the breast, as they carry milk from mammary gland to the nipple. Here the duct dilates and forms lactiferous sinus just beneath to the nipples to store the milk. The milk production, it is under the control of the hormone. The hormone which controls the milk production, it is by prolactin hormone and oxytocin, and the production of milk by these hormones, it is under the control of master endocrine gland. It is called as the pituitary gland. So in our today's lecture we discussed about the external genitalia of female reproductive system, where we discussed labia majora, labia minora, mons, pubis, clitoris, vestibule, hymen, vestibular or Bartholin gland, and the breast, their structure, and the importance and hormonal control of milk production. So in our next lecture we are going to discuss the internal genitalia of the female reproductive system. Thank you.